Hey, my name is Blizzard4, and so this is an introductory video. A couple months ago, was it a couple months ago? I totally losing track of time. A couple months ago, I decided that, and I made this commitment to myself. I decided that I wanted to go through and play every single stage submitted to the new OLDC. I wanted to play every contest stage live on video. And my thinking is that basically I think that video is going to be a better medium for doing criticism than text posts, because I think that stage design is very detail-oriented, and I think that when you go over the forum and you try typing out words, I think that basically what happens is you have to remember everything that happened while you were playing the stage, and then you have to describe where it was happening that you had the thought, and it's just less precise. And then my other hope is that, because it used to be that if I'm going to write a forum post, I'd have to go play the stage, spend time playing the stage, and then I'd have to spend time writing and working out my thoughts. And my hope is that I can get through level criticism faster if I'm doing it through videos. Maybe yes, maybe no. And so my thinking is just that, video criticism, I'm hoping it's going to be really, really helpful to the creators of the stages. If you're watching this video and it's not your stage, I'm really curious as to whether you find these things helpful or not. Because really, I just wanted to provide a feedback loop where people who are playing these stages, I wanted to create a feedback loop where the people making the stages can get feedback about whether their design decisions were good or bad. And I feel like if I'm going to hop onto the forums and I'm going to write like 3 sentences, that doesn't give you a very good feedback loop about all the specific design decisions that you made. And so one of the overarching goals of this period of my involvement with the SRB2 community is that I want to make resources that I wish existed when I was around, in terms of if somebody played my stages live with live commentary, I think I would have learned a lot. Now, on the other hand, when the contest got announced and I saw how many stages there were, we have 21 stages this level design contest, and that's exciting because it means that there's a lot of mappers who are interested, who are making content. I had no idea what kind of reception this contest announcement was going to be like. And so when the contest got released and everyone's maps got bundled in, I was just so surprised that so many people had submitted maps. But then I looked at myself and I said, if every one of these stages takes a half hour to make a video for, that's 10 hours of work. That's where we are now. I'm going to get through as many of these as I can, and my upload rate is pretty slow at home. So maybe I get all of the stages played before the end of the contest, but not all of them uploaded. We'll see what happens. I'm recording this before I've played any of these stages, so I have no idea what this is going to be like. My format is, and this is kind of loosely adapted from my experience with Abandoned Airbase. I haven't actually done very many live playthroughs at this point, just Abandoned Airbase. But basically, my expectation for the format, I'm going to play every level twice. The first time I play a level, it's just going to be me playing through a level blind, feeling my way through it. The second time I play through a level, I'm going to be able to have thoughts and commentary on overall structure, good things and bad things that I'm just not going to be able to have the context for my first time playing through the stage. Another thing to note with this live commentary format, I can tell you what works in your stage and I can tell you what didn't, but I can't tell you this is what you should be doing, but you're not doing it, because there's a certain amount of like I can tell you need to make this small change here, but I can't tell you what good design as a goal looks like. And so I'm kind of working on these other series of videos. I'm working on a Level Design 102 series, where I'm talking through specific design ideas, like how to design for multiple characters, about open and closed stages. I've got this big list of videos that I'm kind of half drafting, and gimmicks and texturing, and then another series that I want to do a series that I'm interested in calling Old Favorites, where I go and find stages that are examples of good design and I play through them. And talk through what they are and why I like them. And for the Old Favorite series, I am not doing a blind playthrough on camera because one, I want to make it easier for people, like just people who are just strolling by to just digest as content. So that's going to make things a little bit shorter in terms of how long it is. And it's also going to mean that I start with the insights as soon as the stage loads. Yeah. Oh, and for those who are new to me, let me talk a little bit about myself and who I am and what my history is with this game. Because honestly, I haven't released any content in the past, like since I've returned. So I got my start in SRB2. I downloaded the game a couple weeks before 1094 dropped, and then in 2007 and 2008, in 2006, I was kind of tooling around and just making some apps that were honestly bad. And then the summer of my 13th birthday, I had a really productive summer and I made both acts of Nuclear Sunset. Hoping to re-release those for 2.2 so that you don't have to play bootleg port or try to port it yourself. But I made 2 stages. The Nuclear Sunset 1 was fine. Nuclear Sunset 2 was really well received at the time. I don't think it's aged that well, but we can talk about that later. And then I made, over the next year or two, I made another couple acts of a zone called Forever Forest, and yeah, I mean, I'm not super prolific, but they were. Some people say they were influential. Like I know Sphere has mentioned on Discord that he liked them. But more importantly, after having that experience, I went over and I said, I like designing places and I like designing spaces. And so what I did was I basically said, this is cool, this is fun, this is what I want to do with my life. I went to architecture school. I spent 5 years in architecture school. I graduated with a bachelor's of architecture. I'm now working in an architecture firm and I'm almost licensed. So I basically tried to turn the hobby into a career and it mostly worked. Turns out the career wasn't really what I expected when I signed up, but that's fine. And again, that entire story, would love to tell that on video. That's not happening today. So I'm just coming back after 10 years of being gone, seeing what's here, trying to do useful things if I can. We'll see how long I'm involved in this community. My real life might start to get really busy soon. Who knows? But today, I want to play level design content stages. I want to play level design stages, and I want to tell you what I think. That's what I'm here for. And I think that's about all I need to say. Yeah. And in the words of my friend from Texas, good luck and have fun. Well, actually, no, wait. He says that when we were an opponent for a card game. Yeah, see you on the other side.